Hanging on the hanging on the
Banging on the speakers, ayy. This shit feel nostalgic, ayy. Feel like I was Frank, ultra from the palette, ultra from the aura, ayy. Shine like ultraviolet, ayy. You should bag up from me, cause I tend to get violence.
We have everybody's attention, please. We are now boarding the Brothership, the only place in outer space where the nerds come for the content and the culture. Your in-flight movie is about to be shown. Buckle up your seat, bro. You know where we going. Silence your cell phones. Get your snacks in. It's Matty Ice and Trav. 3, 2, 1, reaction. And today we are reacting to, well, matter of fact, before we even intro this, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. If you have not seen Demon Slayer Infinity Castle yet, pause it, go run to the movie, go see it, unpause it, then come back and enjoy the fun.
Yeah, if you decide to listen to this before you watch the movie, like, one, respect, we appreciate the support, we love you, but two, you might be a little crazy.
Exactly. But with that being said, beam them up, Travie.
Hey man, look, today we about to talk Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. It's the kid Troll told Trav. I'm here with my boy Matty Ice, who got hot takes like lava. Ooh. And if you want to debate him, he's gonna give you the hands like Akaza. Come on, dog.
Hey, let's go. hell yeah. But bro, all right. So
well, before we even get into the movie itself, bro, number one. Shout out to Reagan for
the humble
for
one,
the early screening tickets. Shout out to Nicole for setting this all up, and but you know,
we didn't have to wait till Friday to see with you normies.
look here at the Brothership, you know, we get early entry.
You feel me?
But before we talk about the movie itself, I want to talk about movie culture.
Yeah, all right, bet. I love movie culture. As a self-professed cinephile, I'm here for this conversation.
Where do you stand on people that, and look, all right, let me preface this. I don't want to hate on nobody's joy, nobody's excitement. All right. I'm just asking a question, and I would like to get your thoughts on it.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about people that clap after scenes? I'm not talking at the end of the movie. I'm talking about after scenes, or when people say, you know what? We'll start with that, because then my other question is about those who talk or try to be funny during movies.
Okay.
All right. First question.
I got you. So, because I feel like I know exactly what points from yesterday you're referencing, I will say this. In climactic moments in movies, I like the clap. Because it's like a shared experience. Like, I'm talking about like big moments. Like, oh shit. Like holy shit moments.
Like super big moments.
Yeah. But to go to what I feel like you're talking about, there were several times that claps were tried to be started last night for parts that probably we didn't need a clap for.
A lot of premature claps.
A lot of premature claps for sure, yo. So,
and if you are a fan of this show, you shouldn't have been clapping at some of the times that you were clapping.
Yeah. So I'm rolling with you, bro. Like the claps throughout is nutty. Like, cause that clap should be reserved for special moments. Like obviously the end of the movie if it's a really good movie. But then again, like those crazy. All right, so like prime example. Avengers Infinity War. Everybody's seen that. Like the part when Wanda came in and started fucking shit up, and Okoye was just why was she up there the whole time? like shit like that, you know, like those big crazy moments, or like when Infinity War, when Captain America showed back up, like those moments where it's just like, oh shit, this is why we love this shit. Those moments, hell yeah. But you know,
because I do think there are moments where, well, like you said, it feels like we're all in this community and we all have that resounding feeling, but there would be claps, and I'm like, yo,
there's a couple times
y'all know we dealing with upper ranks right here, right?
Yeah. And it'd be so funny, like when the clap would start, and like nobody would support it. And like
No.
a couple people might try to get in, but it's just like, nah, bro, this ain't the time for that.
Leave that alone, man. Leave that alone.
It would die down. But to the second part of your question, I kind of have the same exact answer. Like a well-timed joke in the theater that makes the whole theater laugh is clutch. Like that's an epic moment. But yeah, when you could tell when it's organic. All right, so that's what I say. When it's an organic, funny moment that just happens and everybody laughs all at the same time. Love that. But when you tell the person has tried to plan that moment to get a laugh from his peers, it's just corny as hell.
And to me, honestly, this is a high percentage that I'm about to say, and this is just my own personal opinion, but I feel like 9 times out of 10.
Oh yeah, more often than not, it doesn't work.
It's forced and it's not funny. Even the ones that are funny, I'm not mad at it, but at the same time, I'm like, I didn't come here to listen to you. Now I may sound old, I may sound like a curmudgeon, but that's just maybe you know what it is. Maybe it was because there was a lot of that last night.
Yeah,
and
mad people were trying to get their comedic bars off, and it wasn't clocking, Trav. It wasn't clocking. They wasn't standing on business. Yeah. I will say to prime example this, gotta shout out to Fred the Dude, because he had a perfectly placed joke at the beginning of the movie before it even started. So like when the previews were coming up and they had like the Pepsi commercial had started, right? Fred had a Pepsi. And he like, so the Pepsi shit comes up on the screen, and he goes like, "Oh shit, no way!" And I started fucking geeking, yo. When I tell you, belly laughed.
Nah, see, number one, Freddie is a funny guy.
It was 2 on point, yo.
Yeah, number one, Freddie is a funny guy. He knows how to deliver.
Yo, the delivery was what made it so funny, yo. He was like, "Oh shit, no way! I got a Pepsi." Yo.
And he did it during the ad, so
it was great.
All rules are off during that, unless we got some avid Pepsi. Actually, you know what's kind of crazy? Check out the vintage shirt I got.
Hey, look at that, bro. Everything has a purpose here.
I didn't even planning that.
Oh,
Dog,
yeah.
I was not even planning that.
That's the real.
Yeah. But yeah, look, if your jokes ring off in your Discord amongst a few of your friends, cool. But the theater isn't the time to test them out.
Yeah, bro. Like you said, Trav. Like if you gonna do that, it just better have been pre-established that you that guy in your friend group. Like you got to be him. And you gotta knock that shit. It has to be a dinger, bro. You gotta go yard. Like it can't. Right. You can't go in timid. You can't go on. Oh, this might ring off. Like you better be fully confident. Like if even not one person in that theater laughs, you failed. Exactly. You need 100% participation in that laugh for it to be a successful moment for you. Yo.
Right. And it's like if you try it the first time and you
don't come back.
Exactly. Especially if you realize the crowd isn't one to be comedic with. Then you leave it alone. Leave it alone.
That's a really good point, Trav, to read the room, because like you can kind of tell what type of theater crowd you're with, yo. Like,
right. Because certain crowds they want that.
Yeah. They want like they want the amusement park experience of it all. Like the film is the visual, but like the audience is the audio, and like they want the full immersion of it. But there are others who are like, especially like avid film people, who just want to go there, dissect, lock in, focus. Internalize, go home, break it down, and they don't talk, they don't laugh, nothing. They just watch it. Like, and those type of people, you tell off a joke, it's just like, oh, shut the fuck up.
Right. Yeah. And also to the same vein, where I am one of those people where I would probably prefer not to hear any of the jokes. I'm also not going to be the person like, hey man,
oh yeah,
be quiet. Like, okay. It may not be my personal preference, but we both paid the same amount to be here.
Hell yeah.
So I mean,
read the room.
Read the room. Unless it was disruptive and it was just like, hey, my man, shut the fuck up already. Then But usually somebody will say it before me because I'll have a higher tolerance for it. But I don't think the last time I've ever been in a situation like that where there was someone that annoying, I got it. I don't know, maybe in high school. I mean, it was way back when going to the movies was not just to see the movie, but just to hang out.
Yeah,
as well.
Facts. Yeah, the late the early 2000s, the 2010s, like the 08, 09, 2010, 2011, like that era. Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
And also before you were legally able to drink. So it's like, all right, well, let's go to the movies then.
Word. No, big facts. Hang out at the mall before the movie, like
Right,
with the food
right.
court, you know the vibes.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe if you're trying to see what's up with something, you pull up.
hey man, that was a go-to move for me, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. Look, I know this movie.
Hey, you picked that movie that you give no fucks about. Like, yo, let's
it's an indie film, babe.
let's go see Horrible Bosses too. Like, I don't know,
Just a nut ass rom-com or comedy that will be on TNT in the next 2 months.
1000%.
That you don't need a theatrical experience.
Yeah,
for.
like those types of situations that like motherfuckers went there for obviously personal reasons, but like also to bid. Like that was like you was just in there with other like maybe like 8 other motherfuckers in the theater. Y'all all just telling jokes.
Exactly.
Cracking the fuck up. But nah, that's I'm with you. What a breakdown of movie culture. Only here, the range.
Right.
The range.
That I just had to get that off early because I mean those who were forcing the jokes were definitely they might have been cousins of the demons because they it feels like they probably weren't out in sunshine in a while. But hey, they enjoyed the experience and so did we, and we about to talk about it.
Yeah, we definitely enjoyed the experience like to the T. So obviously before we kind of get into the bones of it, like one, no bones about it. Movie was fucking amazing. Like the movie was amazing, the animation was amazing, the score was amazing, the fight choreography was amazing. I will say I do feel like they like 0.5% might have OD'd on some of the backstories, like the length of them was a bit. I was just like, all right, this is a really long flashback sequence.
Right. Well, it's funny because it's like obviously they got to condense it into a movie format, but it was. I mean, there's select upper ranks and other Hashira that they do dive deeper into their backstories. More so that
one of them was a whole episode, basically.
Right. And you're like, it's understandable and you get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely there is a lengthiness. But I get
freak boy
lengthiness to it. That's crazy.
He said the backstories were girthy.
Yeah. So I mean, look, it was.
Oh shit, Trav. For our listeners who might be a bit confused, who are like, this ain't BSPGT. We got y'all. This movie took precedence, obviously, cultural moment that we had to share with y'all in real time. So BSPGT will return next week.
Right.
We'll be back with a double piece. We'll get episodes 9 and 10. You're welcome.
Yeah, we'll be back.
You're welcome.
Hopefully some more development happens in Togen.
I know, we give Togen Ankai some time to develop. That's what we doing.
Yeah. we give them the opportunity. You know what I mean?
Because Gachi Kut is doing his big one, so we letting Togen Ankai catch up. Yeah.
Exactly.
But so what we have decided to do for all our listeners, because again, this isn't going to be like a typical review. We are well aware that this came out for everybody today, so we don't want to be super duper spoilery. Obviously, it's impossible for us to talk about it without spoiling some shit. But what me and Trav are going to do is focus on the 3 main fights that took place in this movie and kind of avoid just kind of like the in-between beats as best we can, so we're not completely robbing anyone who, again, is crazy enough to listen to us first of the full experience. But these man, yo, you know what's crazy? There was like a flashback sequence, or matter of fact, not even a flashback sequence, when we see Pops from the hidden swordsmith village, like looking over Nezuko and everything, and just like I forget, that felt like a lifetime ago. Like the the swordsmith village, bro. Like that shit felt like a long time ago. I was just like, yo, that felt like I felt like I was a different human being back when that arc came out, yo. Like 100%. And I know we had like the Hashira trainer arc, which that also felt like a long time ago, but being in that movie made me realize like how long Demon Slayer's like been in our lives, like because it still feels like it's a newer anime, like compared to like the My Heroes and the Dragon Balls of the world and everything that have like longevity. But it's just like, damn, like the swordsmith village arc was like 4 years ago, maybe. Like, if I'm guessing
right.
off the top of my head. Like,
But you know what's also to its greatness of the show, and some might say, oh, that's just like simpleton, whatever.
mm,
But I mean, for how long it's been since the last season has been, and just the time gap.
yeah.
I remember going into the movie, I was like, oh, should I just find a quick YouTube video of just an overview of like just a reminder, a refresher of what's happened up to this point? But I started thinking about what has happened up to this point. I was like, nah, I don't need it,
Bro,
It's
1000%. Like, I thought the same thing. I was just like, damn, I haven't watched the Hashira trainer arc in a minute. But like Demon Slayer, even though like that arc ended a little bit ago, they've done a really good job of just like kind of keeping relevant, like staying in like the zeitgeist, being like, yo, we haven't put out new shit in a while, but hey, these are the things we got coming. Like they spaced out this rollout really well. So I remember when the movie got announced, me and you were, much like many people, were belly aching about how long we had to wait. But like now that we got it,
and now we gotta wait longer.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Also, we just got also shout out Ufotable, the animation studio that once again they put their
bar has been set. That's all I guess. All I gotta say, yo. The bar has been set, yo. Like, if my anime fight scenes don't look like that, I don't want them.
Bro, it's they putting their foot down on motherfuckers' necks.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that,
bro.
I mean, like if Ufotable was I know it's only September, but a couple of months away. If it was a Thanksgiving dish, it's yams and mac and cheese, 100%.
Yeah, facts. They're touching. Yams and mac and cheese touching, combining on the
definitely
plate.
Touching.
Black accent.
Definitely
like
that's what I'm saying.
I remember when the movie opens up and it's like the scene of he's the stone Hashira, right? Guillaume. He's the stone. That's like his designation.
Yep.
When that opening scene, when it was like that, the shrine to Kaguya, the master's shrine, and it was like just the trees before he walked into the shop. They looked like real fucking trees. I was like, whoa, shit! Like those look real, yo. Like,
and just how beautiful the Infinity Castle looked too.
Oh my gosh, bro! Like that opening scene when they're all like falling through, like mirroring the end of last arc, like, and you're seeing like all the demons like on like the edges of the plateaus and shit, just watching them and their eyes glowing. Like that shit was chef's motherfucking kiss, yo.
Also, too, I don't know. You might be disappointed that I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it. Anybody over the age of 30, I recommend that you do not see this movie in 40x because you might need to call your physical therapist afterwards. Because
I'm so curious as to what a 40x for this was, because man, so much movement. Like,
bro, the Akaza fight alone.
Yo, you're getting pieced up, dog.
Yo,
like
listen, you're gonna want to go out into the sun because you're actually gonna think Akaza's in the theater.
Yeah, you might go. Did I just fight an upper rank?
Whoa, my bad.
Freak bull times 2.
yeah. Something's in the air.
Nah, something's in the air. he said ovulation season must be afoot. Hey, you know what it is? Cuffing season's upon us, bro. You just ready for wifey to just lay up and that brisk fall air.
That's what it is.
That's what it is,
the
bro.
Temperatures are dropping. The hoodies are starting to come on.
You see it, bro? That's what it is, bro. Cuffing season's around us. Love is in the air, bro. That's what it is.
Hey, y'all, it's the perfect time to lock in and watch some anime with your girl.
Hey, man, right.
Or your boy, or
exactly
your non-binary partner, whatever you choose. We support all
Podtonic life partner.
That's what I'm saying. Your bros,
you feel me?
Girls,
you feel me? Hell yeah! This is the time. This is definitely the time. And what a time to be an anime fan and or somebody who's curious about being an anime fan, because 2026 is about to drop fucking heat, yo. Like. So much quality content is coming out, dog.
I gotta really just it's funny. Matt and I talk about the backlog and the anime that we're gonna watch. I mean, it's funny. Like, I'm sure Matt will give y'all new anime that he's discovered and found. I just gotta catch up on just some of the heat.
you got to catch up on the top 40,
bro. Like, I don't I'm over here listening to indie select music, and I just gotta go look at the Billboard top 40.
See what the streets is talking about, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. Look, like I know I'd be inside sometimes, but I gotta poke my head out a little bit.
Just open the window, bro. Stick your head out, bro. Let's see what's out
Yeah,
here.
you know, I mean, look, it's the season to open windows.
Hey, you know that's hilarious because like you're probably the most off the beaten path, or one of the most off the beaten path music listeners that I know. So for you not to like dig in the weeds of the anime, it's like you do this in real life already, yeah.
Right.
But like, hey, like life be lifing.
Hey, look, and also too, I know. Listen, I know we're jumping all over the place, but this is coming out Friday morning, and a lot of y'all that are gonna listen to this, I hope haven't seen the movie yet because
we've stalled for time for you this whole time. You're welcome.
yeah. But it was amazing to see how packed the theater was.
Yeah,
for the early screening. It's just shown how far anime has come and the public support that shows, or just the mainstream fandom that anime is now taking place. Because I mean,
so many different walks of life were in that theater last night, bro.
Man,
and you know, I'm sure a lot like me when the Broly movie came out, it looked like a crowd of people that would go to see a Dragon Ball Z movie, or a Dragon Ball movie. It was very much like, oh, this is the group that would be here. But like, yeah, last night, dog,
little musk in the air,
a bit, you know,
little tang.
But, and we ain't talking about the juice, bro.
Yo, shout out to Tang, man. That shit was sugary as hell.
Yo,
Speaking of sugary, listen, maybe it's because
what a transition.
I just learned that I'm like, not just learned, but months ago learned I was pre-diabetic. But I took a sip of Gatorade the other day, and I was like, this joint sugary as hell. Look at the label. That joint says 69%. This is what we giving. This is what we were drinking.
They say it's hydration. It's really just a sugar rush.
Man, I gotta start thinking about these things differently now. I mean, like it's look.
I don't calorie count, but I definitely look. Like I'm definitely mindful. I'm like, all right, this is 60 calories. All right, cool. All right. Like I definitely look at the labels and shit. Like, for sure.
Did not think there'd be a day where I would ever look at labels for myself. But here we are.
Hey, look, bro. Like I feel like when you finally like lock in on like your regimen to like keep yourself in the physical fitness level that you want, like you're just very mindful of the shit that you put into your body. You know? It's like I worked hard as shit for these results, bro. I ain't about to fuck these up.
What I was saying. For real. So I guess
speaking of fucking people up,
perfect transition. I guess where we could go is I'll ask you, what was your favorite fight? Because look, y'all know what time it is. Infinity Castle, fights galore. It's the fights. I mean, we in the end game now.
Yeah, hell yeah, and I'm super fighting. All right, dang, it's tough, bro. So there were 3 big fights. Again, Shinobu versus Doma. Trav already said these already. Zenitsu versus his older brother. What was it? Kagaku, something like that. Kaigaku, and then we had Tanjiro and Giyu versus Akaza. So
was it his brother or they just kept saying his?
So I thought that they were doing that on purpose to like lead up to the reveal. Because remember, right before he cut his head off, spoiler alert, he was just like, "Sorry, big bro." But
spoiler alert.
But yeah, so like the whole time they were calling him like
maybe Mikey for those you before.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, we're gonna talk about that fight anyway. So
that's what I'm saying.
But before he had like cut his head off, like you were saying, Trav, they had referred to him as like the senior. Because when he was referring to like Gramps, like his grandfather, he didn't say like my grandfather. He just kept saying Gramps. So I was just like, oh, are they related? My initial thing was that they were brothers. That was like my very first thing when he was just like, oh, Gramps killed himself because of you. So I was like, oh, they're brothers. But then they kept doing like you're senior, and then they would like show in the backstory that like he didn't fuck with him, like and he was like, no, leave me alone, you a lame for real. And then I was just like, oh, okay, like maybe they were just like on some Ash and Gary type time, like like grew up in the same town, both showed like extraordinary potential to take over for the Thunder Clan or whatever, and he was like going up through the ranks. But then again, at the end, spoiler for the third time.
Basically, Kaigaku was on his Peanut Live 215.
1000%.
He said, "Hey, You know the bull Zenitsu? Yeah, I know the bull Zenitsu.
I don't
I
fuck
don't
with the
fuck
Bulls
with bull though.
like, yeah. But he did call him Big Bro, like right before the end. He was like, sorry, Big Bro. So I think that was his older brother. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they might just. I don't know. Do we
I feel like
know
we
the
could look it up.
his lineage, Zenitsu's lineage? I feel like they might just been both taken in by Gramps.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I feel like this is Googleable. Kagaku is look, I put Kagaku is and it pops up as hold on. Oh, so you are right. They are not blood brothers, but
Okay.
they were both taken in by Gramps. So
Okay.
yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, Buzzy nailed it on the head. Yeah, so not blood, but chosen family. Well, I guess they were like literally they were chosen and became family.
And they almost, if they were to ever work together, it's almost like they would have been perfect.
Yeah,
to work
no,
together
and that was
because
what
Kaigaku mastered
every form
all
but
the other
first form.
forms, but the first form.
Mhm.
Zenitsu
That's the only one. Yep.
he only knows the first form.
But I think that was my favorite fight, and for a very weird reason. I really like that Kagaku wears his sword on his back. 'Cause I feel like everybody has a hip sheath, like in all throughout Demon Slayer. He's the only person that I saw that like had the back like with his katana sheath and everything. And I just his design was super cool. Like I just like obviously Zenitsu, like, you know, not having a blackout to be dirty now is like a big thing for him. And just like the implications of like, you know, like the cracking on him, like where that's gonna go and everything. Yeah, I really like fucked with that fight a lot.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, it's so tough, right?
It's really
by the
hard.
way, I'm recording upstairs in my living room. Can y'all hear the ice cream man right now?
That's fine. I can't hear. I thought it was me because my window's open too.
All right. Well, we got some ice cream man music in the background for those that because I got my window open. Hold on, they about to come by. All right, whatever. It's all right. But here it is. It's coming by. It's coming by. But so I mean, it's pretty. You know, I lean towards that only because it's simply Zenitsu, and it's the first fight or the longest period of time we've seen blackout, crash out Zenitsu.
Yeah.
Just focus the whole time. But
and be present. Like he's like blacked out, but he's like fully like in control of his faculties. He's like talking, having conversation. Like, yeah, it's.
But yeah. I mean, I would say personal favorite Zenitsu, just because I love when he just gets serious and just is just a fucking beast. But yo, that Tanjiro and Gyu versus Akaza,
dog,
bro.
Yo, like,
anybody listening,
like everything about that was
you for that fight alone. You have to go in the theaters and see it. Our good brother Soul, he hasn't seen the movie yet.
Bull.
I'm 1000% down to see it with.
I was about to say I'll see this again. Yeah, I'll easily see this again. Yeah,
but yeah, the Zenny, and it is always interesting to get these demon backstories, the ones that actively seek to become a demon to gain more power, and the reasons behind it. You know, we see the reasoning for Kaigaku, and you know, we get the full backstory for Akaza,
full, like whole story,
full backstory. And let me tell you, you know, you still are like rooting for the good guys to win, but you hear the backstory, and you're like,
there was a moment that we both had. We're like, oh, is he squad? Is he squad?
Look, it's, you hear the reasonings and you're like, you know,
yeah,
I'm not mad at your reasoning. I don't support you massacring mad people, but you know?
Yeah. Well, let's do this, Trav, because we'll obviously get stuck in the Tanjiro Kaza fight for a while because since it was so long. Let's talk
Yeah,
about
that shit was
let's
epic.
talk about the Shinobu one because that itself was also a fire fight as well.
Spoiler alert, we
yeah.
called that.
Yeah, 1000%. Go back and watch our trailer reaction for Infinity Castle. Me and Trav said right out the gate, Shinobu's cooked. She's done. Like,
And man,
she
you know,
did.
did you have a, like, maybe not uneasy is the word, but once she was fully cooked and like he was hugging her, I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, please don't do anything vile that I'm gonna like have nightmares about. Like
Like,
especially after, you know, she wasn't able to avenge her sister, and it was just like, fuck, man. Like I know this ain't on some Dragon Ball shit where either everybody survives or if they do survive, if they do get killed, they get wished back. But
yeah.
I was like, I know, so I know, and I haven't read the manga, but it's just like I know there's gonna be more Hashira deaths. I mean, shit, we they set the tone when Rengoku was the first for us to really like see go out like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I was watching it and I'm just like, Shinobu. I mean, hated had to be you, but and also too, Doma, man.
Yo, his design.
Doma,
I like his character design is fire.
I like his character design, and like I like the character in the sense of like, yo, he evil as shit.
You know
like,
who he reminds me of? Remember the spider kid that Tanjiro fought like way back in season 1?
Yeah,
like yeah, he reminded me of him. Like, but yeah,
but let me tell you, he on some
he on some devilish shit.
yeah, he walks so Super Kitty can run. So
yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
He on some King Joffrey type time, yo. Like,
yeah. So like, I don't know who's gonna defeat him, but I need it. I need that.
What's Shinobu's apprentice, the one that's like next to Ao? What's her name, right?
Canal.
Canal, is that her name?
It's like Kanoe, Kanaoe, I think.
That sounds about right. Well, yeah. Baby girl with the butterfly. The other one, the underling that fights. Like
the underling that showed up to watch her master's death.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit hurt.
Yeah, like yo, like
that shit hurt.
To go with the part that you were saying, like when Doma was about to be on like some devilish shit, like when he was like talking to her, like while holding Shinobu's like dead body, like hugging her, cradling her, talking about something like, oh, like,
and bro, there's something about that personality of they're getting the sheer enjoyment of it.
Yeah,
and like he's like excited about it. Yo, he might as well have said I'm a wreck, because he did seem like he was getting a little excited when he was on his shit. And so something about that, just like that playfulness, makes it so much creepier, where like if he was just straight up evil, you're like, all right, man, like you a dickhead. But this, you're like, yo, you really a piece of shit.
Yeah,
you need to get killed expeditiously.
Yeah, he's a sadist, like hard body karate for sure. Like even like his backstory, like when he was like this kid that had really special looking eyes, and they just thought he was a prophet and everything. He was just like, yeah, I can't talk to God. I just let these dumb motherfuckers pray to me.
He said, yo, y'all dumb as hell. I feel so bad for y'all.
Yeah, he's like, y'all so stupid. He's like, y'all just all gonna die anyway. What was that Cat Williams sketch where he's like, are you sure I'm a tiger? Because I don't feel very much like a tiger. Yes. He said, I could just be a really big rabbit or something. But like just his calm demeanor. But they did again, going back to the animation and how good it was, like they did a really good job of like visualizing how dangerous Doma was, like with like his fans, like how sharp his fans were, and like when he would like do the frozen air attacks with like the ice lotuses and shit, like it was like, oh, he's a fucking problem. I see why he's number 2. Like bro,
when he brought out the sharp fans, I felt like I felt like Drake on Funk Flex when they switched the beat on him and he said, ooh,
yeah.
Ooh,
it still didn't do nothing on it. It still didn't do nothing on it, bro.
Because he couldn't find the folder on his desktop that had
that BlackBerry, bro. Couldn't find the lines, dog.
Listen, the Wi-Fi or the internet connection at that time wasn't tip top.
Wasn't what it was.
To
Wasn't
send a
what it
verse in
was.
time.
Word. You know, it probably had like the loading bar, and it was like it was so close. He's like, "Come on, come on."
he said, "Well, I'm gonna come back."
Trying to stall for time for it to load up. I was like, "Oh." Oh man, look, yeah, I almost resorted to an old familiar saying of mine.
I'll just leave this at that. What I said to y'all on Sunday, I saw a tweet that said maturing is no longer listening to Drake. So,
I mean, yes, I guess I found enlightenment early in the game. but that's Shinobu fight. Matter of fact, that was Doma's whole like thing. Like he felt that he was like giving people enlightenment and purpose by eating them and having them like live on for eternity through him.
Right.
Like that was like his function.
He's such an asshole. He was
I loved it.
He was like, they wanted to. He said they were gonna die anyway, so I ended it early. Yeah, because you made them suffer. You captured them.
No, the part where the one I won't even call it. We'll call her a hostage. Like the one hostage that was like still left alive when he was like eating down on the other ones. Whoa, free bowl times 3. I'm joining in with you. But
Doma is a freak.
When Shinobu came and like tried to save her from the fan attack, and like she died in her arms, and he was just like, "Oh, you're so fast." He was just like, "But," like he was like, "Hey, he was such yeah." He's like, "You got to be quicker than that."
Yeah, the whole head from the escape form. Ooh.
Yeah, you gotta be quicker than that. But yeah, but him like breaking down like how like he's like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "I cut her right there." He's like, "You could just leave her body there. I'll get to her later." Yeah.
He's like, it's like when you finish your food and just
set it down there. I'll get to it. I'll get to it later.
Yeah.
Bro. Like it's cool. Like, but yeah, like that whole fight scene. Like, I love getting to like see a thing that I really liked about this movie is that the Hashiras are like obviously like cream of the crop, creme de la creme. Like, but the show being centered around Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke and everything, we don't ever really get to see them cook like that. So like watching like that, we get to see the Hashira like go full out, because when we outside of like the sound Hashira and everything, like when Hashira step in, it's usually like they're that extra bit of muscle to put them over the top. So like we don't ever and Rengoku obviously, but typically like the Hashira that we've seen in the show, it's like, all right, we don't ever get to really see them like go ham like or like the big ones, like so like getting to see like Shinobu like go ham was just like it's or Giyu, like getting to see like them like actually like be able to like unleash is like, oh yeah, this you get to see why they got the white coat. But
it's crazy though, because they unleash and these upper ranks are still eating that shit.
Bro, their regeneration power is crazy.
It's on a different level. It's on a different level.
I think moving on some bullshit with these upper ranks.
We've talked about it on maybe just individually, just side chats, and this is not something that's spoilery or anything. But do we still think that what's the one demon that has the multiple eyes?
Number one.
That's his pops.
So I'm glad you brought this up, because I wanted to like pick your brain of this as well. Originally, I had thought that was his dad, because the hair, the mark and everything. But then when we did like the hidden swordsmith arc, Tanjiro had a flashback of that guy not as a demon sitting with him and his dad, like they were like communicating or whatever.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I'm like,
that's right.
But I feel like that has to be a family member. Like I like uncle, like, or like
he looks too much like his dad.
Yeah. So it's
maybe it was his brother. I don't
know. So I was thinking that originally, like maybe that's his uncle, but I feel like, and it was a bit mum when we get Akaza's backstory, when Mugen like turned him, he like gave him the whole speech. He's like, I'm building a team of 12 really strong demons, and I want to see if you could take it. It was unclear to me if Akaza was the first attempt to start the team, or if he had like already, because Akaza was number 3, so I don't know if he like already got Doma in number 1 already. He was like, oh, I'm building the team, or if that was like his first attempt. Because it seemed, because Akaza we know is old as fuck, like he's like hundreds and hundreds of years old. So,
didn't one recruit Akaza in that backstory?
That's what I'm saying. Okay. So like one would be old as shit, like. Like,
Yeah,
so
right.
like
And one was the why am I blanking on his name?
Mugen.
Well, one was the closest to kill.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Shit. I know I can't think of who you're talking
the
about.
main antagonist. I
Yeah,
don't know why I just blanked out
Mugen, right? Michael Jackson, Mugen.
there. Michael
Yeah,
Jackson.
Michael Mugen.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's not
yeah, he
Mugen.
was.
Mugen Train was the movie. Why the fuck did I keep calling
Yeah,
him Mugen?
yeah.
Wasn't It's Moose something, right? Wasn't it? I swear it was. The fuck it?
Why
Yeah,
are
why
we?
can't I think it?
You literally just
Muzen,
said it a second.
Muzen.
Muzen. Yeah, you just, I
Yeah.
was like, you just said it a
I
second
kept
ago,
saying
but
Mugen like the Mugen Train, but yeah, it's
yeah,
the same. It's
yeah.
Muzen.
But
Like,
yeah, number one was, and then when he was a human, he was the closest
yes.
to killing Muzen.
So that's why like what his age, like where he existed in the timeline as a human is a bit confusing because I'm
Right.
like,
He's been here for a minute.
yeah, because even when Tanjiro was training against
Yeah.
like the robot version of him, they were like saying like, oh, like this is based off like the legendary swordsman who developed this style and all this shit. Like, so like whoever number one was as a human, it seems that like he's
got to have some
yeah.
lineage.
Yeah. But I mean, but he could be. I mean, like obviously demons and shit exist in this world, so like it could be still like a relative of Tanjiro, but like maybe like he had like a gift of not aging or something like that, like like at the time or whatever, or just like a spirit, like what's his name, the cat homie from the Boulder test in season 1, like he wasn't alive, he was a ghost, like he just like. When they were doing like the forest
training,
like he was like a specter, a spirit who wasn't really around, so maybe like that it was that type time, like this was like a great grandfather whose spirit would come and visit them every now and again or whatever. But yeah, they look way too much like, hair's the same. Like,
yeah, right, exactly,
everything. But yeah, I'm that's gonna be, I'm a good one would assume. All right, so here's a question I would ask you in regards to number 1. Do you think we get the Tanjiro number 1 fight in Infinity Part 2, or would that be Part 3?
Good question. I feel like we get the start of it.
Ooh,
towards the end of 2.
Yeah.
And the first half of 3 is the conclusion with the rest of the movie against Muzen.
Got it. Yeah, I could fuck with that. Yeah.
That's what because I feel like, or maybe they even start the fight in the. I don't think that fight is going to conclude in 2 whenever it starts in 2.
Yeah,
just because I feel like they've been hyping this number 1 up for a while.
Yeah, he's got it. Like even when like him and Akaza was just like, like friendly. I don't know, maybe not friendly banter. Like when they were having like their little upper rank meeting and shit. And he's like, "Oh, I'm coming for you, Mo." That's why I'm like, even with the fact that they mention it again, spoilers. the fact that like when Akaza does like move on to the upper room, like, and upper rank 1 is just like, damn, like you really died, like I thought you was coming from my spot. Like for them to even like make note that they had like that rivalry that he was looking forward to, I do kind of feel robbed of that like opportunity, because let's put a pin in that, because that's gonna lead to talking about that fight. So we'll circle back to that. Was there anything of great note in the Shinobu fight that we didn't talk about?
Nah,
her techniques are nuts though. Like the different
poison techniques,
or like the different insect breathing techniques that she was doing, like the centipede one, the 1,000 leg attack.
Oh
that she
yeah,
was doing.
I mean when they show their different breathing forms for each Hashira, and just the animation that comes along with their techniques, it's a beautiful sight to see.
Crazy.
The only thing is just because the fight concludes with Kanao, like looks like she's about to be the next victim.
She's not in good shape.
It's just because obviously I don't see Doma just killing Kanao. I think someone else is going to show up and assist her. Or
who do you think that might be? Because I was thinking that too. I do feel like when they made that when Shinobu like drops her sword and it like kind of made like that really like I feel like her dropping her
You know
sword
what?
was like focused on a lot. So I feel
I
like
do. Oh, go
Canal.
ahead. I didn't mean.
I was just gonna say like I think if Canal does get out of this somehow, it's gonna be with Shinobu's sword. Like she's gonna get her
Yeah.
sword.
Or I feel like with Doma absorbing
Yeah, the like
her,
whatever poison.
I feel like there's you and I talked about
Yep.
this after the movie where
Mhm.
we were like, I think with him absorbing her, she's gonna have some
Weaken
last
him. Yeah.
dish effort to
It's
um
like Zamasu, like fusing with
to
Goku
weaken
Black.
him.
Yeah, fusing with Goku
Yeah.
Black made him mortal. Like it weakened him. Like, you know, when
I'm
Zamasu and Dragon Ball Super did that.
I low key my guess to assist her.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like
I
who.
feel like it's gonna be Inosuke.
Ooh, I was gonna say like what
Because he's
character because
not
he's still looking for somebody to fight.
he's
Yeah.
he's looking for an upper rank to fight. He's not strong enough to defeat an upper rank by himself.
I am a bit afraid that he might accidentally run into number one. I am like
Oh, I hope
some
not,
of me.
because he's cooked.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, there is a part of me that is fearful, which I feel like, and again, I haven't read the manga, so I'm going
Neither
into
have
this
I.
blind. I could see Inosuke dying or being killed by one, because like obviously Muzan versus Tanjiro, one would assume is going to be the main event of WrestleMania. Like that's going to be like
Yeah.
the final boss fight, or everybody teaming up to like fight Mugen. But
I feel like everybody's gonna team up
yeah,
against him, but I feel like Tanjiro and Gyu are probably gonna go against one.
yeah, because I was gonna say like one being on the board, I feel like Tanjiro and one are on a collision course. He has to run into him and like start like,
Yeah.
why's your hair look like mine? What is it like? What's the
And he's not
connection?
gonna pop out until later, so I feel like
Right.
Tanjiro and Gyu will be like healed enough to return
Exactly, and
to the fight.
that's why I kind of feel like Inosuke running into one to like show off some of one's powers and to give Tanjiro like motivation to like want to fuck him up, because we know how Tanjiro is. He's like an honorable fighter, and I feel like especially seeing how like, you know, he wouldn't even once he learned how he could sneak attack Akaza, he still gave him the heads up like, yo, bro, I'm about to come for your head. Like
Yeah.
I could see a world where like if a familial tie is revealed between Tanjiro and one, that he might not necessarily want to fight one without a motivation, and like the death and or maiming of one of his really close friends, I feel like would be a thing to be like, oh yeah, before we go handle Muzan, I need to fuck you up with your 6 eyes. Like, yeah, and it just him running around aimlessly. I'm like, fuck, he's gonna run to
Yeah.
number one.
Well, for that reason, I feel like that's why he's gonna
He'll
pop
run
in
into
and
zone.
find.
I hope
Kanao.
I hope that's what happens. That he
Yeah,
does.
because if I would hate to see him get off by one, because that would be a quick. Because one also looks like he don't play around. He looks like he's just quick and
Yeah,
efficient.
no nonsense. Yeah,
Yeah,
no nonsense
yeah. He's
fighter.
not gonna toy with them.
Yeah, big facts. Big facts. So
So
yeah, I'm leaning more towards yours, but yeah, like that was just something that hit me last night when we were watching. I was like, fuck, like, cause I don't
I'll be
see
honest. I
how
don't know
you
what I'm
just
gonna
have
do if
one
any of the
nerfed, like just not doing shit. Like
Yeah.
just standing there until they show up. Cause look at it. Cause I'm looking at it this way. Tanjiro and Giyu still have to like get rescued, revived, good enough condition to go fight again. So like, is one just going to be standing in his temple thing by himself this whole time? Like, I feel like somebody, maybe the stone and the mist Hashira run into him. Oh, you know what? That might actually be what happens.
I feel like
Maybe
he's
they
gonna pop up
run
once
into him
a few
first.
more upper ranks get killed.
Yeah, like once Doma gets checked. Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like right now, the one went down, but he's probably like, all right, whatever. Like that's what it took for them.
That's a good
well,
point.
well, there's two of them that went down, but I feel like until it's not the time right now yet for him.
Yeah, because there's so Akaza's dead, obviously, but there were 5 upper ranks currently. Were the 5 include? No, because they would have never. I just answered my own question. I was just gonna say, were the 5 including Muzan? I was like, no, they would have just went right to that nigga if it was him. Well, yeah, so there are 5 upper ranks that are in the Infinity Castle, like currently stationed. We obviously know Doma. Number 1 and 2 are there. 3, who was Akaza, and we can, I guess, jump right into that fight. Who was Zenitsu's not older brother? He was 4. What number was he? Was he? This feels Googleable too.
Let's see.
Was he like 4?
Let's find out.
I'm about to say, let's find out. I want to say for some reason, 6 also pops into my head, but I feel like he was 4.
No, you're right. He was upper rank 6.
Hey, let's go. Shout outs to the memory.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, look, all I know is Kanao gonna need some help.
Yeah.
Listen, here's this thing. I don't need to see her die. I saw Doma kill too many little girls. Like let's they killed Shinobu.
Yeah.
And also,
yeah.
I don't want any of the homies to die.
Any of the big 3.
Yeah, like please don't let Inosuke
I think Kanal's gonna do the thing. I think Kanal's gonna give us a very like Kisuke.
She'll somehow avenge.
Yeah, Kisuke with how to like bleach win. Like, you know, like he like I really
something unique. Yeah,
I really think like it's gonna be a combination of the fact that Doma like fully integrated Shinobu's body. And remember, she like went right before she died, she gave that little hand gesture. And Doma was just like, damn, did she communicate something to you just with that quick of a moment? Because he was like, you're not coming in for any attacks. Like, right. Like, so what do you know? Like, so yeah, so I think it's gonna be a combination of like the fusing with Shinobu, and then again, like her sword is still on the playing field. So it's just like if she can get a hold of that and they start changing them Johnskis, adjusting them levels, seeing what's up, but. Nah, I think that might be a fire sleeper fight for part 2, because it's like Kanao is like she's not a Hashira, she's like in training and stuff, so it's like for her it's just going to have to be grit. It can't be no flash. Like, she ain't getting no style points. It's just fighting for my life.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Thanksgiving Ravens Steelers 6-3.
Hell yeah, game. Hell yeah.
Old Ravens, old Steelers, not this current version. Because Lamar be throwing that thing. Whoa! All right.
Cuffing season has got you, bro. It's got a hold.
Take us to the next fight. Right, I'm putting myself on timeout. I'm putting myself on timeout.
I got you. So we covered it for the most part, but I do want to like kind of get into the minute details of Zenitsu's versus Kagaku. Yeah, just again. Seeing Zenitsu like in all his like blacked out glory while conscious was crazy. His 7th thunder breathing. My man created his own breathing technique, bro. Like, and that shit
he wanted to use it. He wanted to use it teaming up with his boy.
Yeah, he said I created this to fight beside you. Like
I said, damn, that one hit.
No, that's it's close to home. He said, relatable content. No, I love the part of that fight where after Zenitsu like gets the what it ends up being the kill shot, and they're like falling to their deaths, and then Yashiro just shows up and just starts like rage baiting.
Oh, that was hilarious. He was like, hey man. Nah, how's it feel to die alone?
Yeah, because Upper Six was talking shit. He was just like, he was like, yeah, even though Zenitsu killed me, bum ass nigga, he was just like, he about to die too. He said, bet I took him with me, and then here comes Yashiro. He's just like, yeah, nah, I got my man.
He said, you thought.
Yeah, he said, bitch, you guessing. You was wrong.
He said, enjoy hell.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That shit was great. And just like them falling and just knowing the ground was coming fastly approaching. He's just like getting in his face, and he's just like, yeah, it sucks to die by yourself, don't it? Yeah.
You said you was talking all that? Shouldn't have been talking that shit.
Shouldn't have been talking shit. But no, that fight was fire. Just that, even that whole like we always love like the dichotomy of good and evil, like, oh, this is my reason, even like that whole thing where Upper Six was just like, oh, like I gave everything to like to the Thunder Clan, like I gave at least my version of it, and he's like, I feel like I was disrespected at every turn, like, but bro, matter of fact, real quick, in the flashback for the Upper Six, when one came and recruited him, and he like gave him the blood, and you could see that he killed a lot of other students behind him, and he was just like, yo, he was just like, he's like, you either drink that and you Teflon, he's like, but if you drop a bit, he said, "There goes your head, there goes your torso."
Yeah, so I'm telling you, he don't play.
Like, bro, like in that moment, like I felt shooketh. I was just like, oh, my man really like Zenitsu kind of got to shoot him a little bit of bail. He had no choice. Like, he's like, bro, I either gotta like die with pride, like, or live with sin.
I'm
bro.
becoming a demon.
Yeah, like, but my man's was like, oh, make a choice, and he's like, yo, but the shit that like got me again, like he was just like, yo, even if you do say you do want to be a demon and you drink that blood, he said, don't drop none of that shit, bro.
This that yellow cake.
Yeah, that's that yellow cake uranium. Don't drop that shit.
Don't drop that.
Oh man, yeah, that flashback. I did again like the use of the flashback sequences because Demon Slayer is like has always been good for that. You know, when Tanjiro's using like his I don't feel like enough respect is put on Tanjiro's like battle tacticianness, like his battle prowess, like how he like breaks down fights, like how he really has like a mind for battle, like very much to Vegeta, very much akin to Vegeta. Like I feel like, you know, like because he's like the emotional core of the show, you know, like the main character that we all root for, like my man really be having his head in the game more often than not. Like,
for sure.
Like it's never really a situation where I'm like, oh, Tanjiro's not gonna figure this out. Like it's just
If
like,
anything, he'd be overthinking sometimes.
yeah, facts, yo, like big facts. But
like during the fight with Akaza, there were so many times where like Giyu's putting in that work and he's just sitting there thinking. I'm like, come on, bro. Like you wait one more second, and your man might be gone.
Yeah, my man was monologuing mid fight scenes a couple times.
I mean, it definitely helped with the suspense, but I was just like,
yeah.
I was like, yo, Tanjiro, all right, man. I know you're very analytical, but right now we need some brawn, not the brains.
Facts,
right?
yo. He said put bat to ball. We don't need the analytics, bro. We don't need to study the
Give
launch.
me the eye test.
Yeah, we don't need to study launch angles, bro. Just fight.
Right.
No, facts. But we've danced around it. Let's just get into it before we close this bad boy out. Yeah, Tanjiro and Giyu versus Akaza. Like Trav has said, like do yourself the favor. Not even the favor. Do yourself the right. Do yourself the right of going and seeing this fight in the theater, yo. Because it's like that's the way it was meant to be seen. Like visually, audibly.
And if you're home watching it whenever it does come out, and you have the luxury and comfort of actually, you know what, whatever you give yourself to have the most your own luxurious experience at home,
do that.
Whatever that is, make sure you set that's the environment that you watch this fight in.
Hell yeah. And turn the volume all the way up.
Bro, there's something so dope about whether it's a villain or a hero amongst a bunch of characters that all use weapons, and this one person is strong as fuck using their fists.
Hands and feet. Yeah.
Man. Akaza is 1000% my favorite upper rank out of all of them.
Yo, which is crazy to say, because after Mugen Train, I feel like it was popular consensus. It was like, yo, it's on site for Akaza. Like, fuck him, bro. Like,
when he killed Rengoku, I was like,
this motherfucker, yo. It's on
literally
site,
on site.
Like,
but I'm watching this and I'm like, hey man, you got to hear both sides.
Yo, even facts, 3 sides to a story. That side, this side, and the truth, yo. Like, but even before we got like his backstory, that is literally a whole episode. Like, just like how he was talking to Giyu and like how he was just like, damn, you're a really good fighter. What's your name, bro? So I can remember you. Like, just like there was like it was like
for the love of the game.
Yeah, it was underlining honor, like that was still there, yo. Like, even though obviously he's like a merciless like scumbag who just like mass genocides for hundreds and hundreds of years. Like when it came to the art of the fight, like he still held that in high regards. He was like, I just want to fight the strongest people and give them the best of my abilities, and they give me the best back, and whoever wins wins. I just rock, body, yeah. Like, yo, I loved whoever's idea it was to make like the audio choice that like Akaza's like steps had like that reverb in it, like, because you know he was barefoot, and like anytime he would step, it was like that doom. Like, it was like he was like heavy stepper, bro. Like, and I felt it. I was like, oh yeah, he about to catch shit. Yeah, like, let's go. Like, he just felt I don't know how you animate sturdy, but they did it. like,
Listen,
like
all I know
he
is
felt
that
so solid. Like every punch, every kick, like when the sword would hit his fist and it would like cling off and everything. I was like, yo, my man's just, I felt it, yo. It's just solid, yo. Like it's crazy.
Akaza could definitely be in Stomp the Yard for sure.
Oh yeah, 1000%, bro.
For sure.
He definitely got the moves for it.
Easily.
He definitely got the moves for it for sure. But
Yeah, Akaza definitely in his past life was in a black fraternity.
oh, 1000%, bro. Like
his moves were, he looked like he was stepping.
1000%, bro. My man was definitely a Q. He was definitely a Q, bro. For sure. Just rough
and then
tumble,
and then
bro.
look, there's so many moments that happen in that fight where I almost,
so many.
I mean, Tanjiro going Ultra Instinct. It's
the breakdown of Akaza's ability, like his compass, like that shit was fun.
And then
did you
and
peep?
This is the first time we really see like Giyu like going in.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like getting to see like Giyu like put in work. Like it's like, oh yeah, hell yeah, like because he's dirty, bro. Because it's like I always felt like Giyu kind of got the short end of the stick, that he has the same type of breathing as Tanjiro, who's the main character. So it's like, two water users. So like, you know, like Giyu never really got like the, but dog, he's in a totally different class.
Well worth the wait. Well worth the wait.
Yeah, like his mastery of like the water breathing, like it's a total different class than Tanjiro, bro. Like he's the water Hashira for a reason.
And he also has the mark that
one
of the few Hashiras do. And so once look, like we said, we ain't trying to get too spoilery with it. I mean, we've said mad spoilers, so I guess that's.
And I feel like we still haven't.
Kind of redundant.
I feel like we still haven't like really.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to like the deets. But y'all just got to see this.
You have to.
I mean,
you have to.
There's a reason why it's the concluding fight of this movie, and there's. I mean, I'm gonna keep harping back on the backstory of Akaza and Akaza.
Yeah, when Muzan was just like, "Oh, this nigga about to betray me."
Like you could tell he was definitely the prodigal son.
Yo, 1000%. Because you know, I feel like Muzan is probably like, well, for number one, it's like keep your friends close, enemies closer type vibe. It's like in Doma, it's like, oh, you're just a sick motherfucker. I can just let you loose on the world and you'll just do your thing. I don't need to. Right. I don't need to bother you, weirdo. Like just do your thing. But yeah, but like,
you're like, yo, he weird.
Yeah, yo, you weird for real, bro. Like I need you because you strong, but I feel icky when I talk to you.
He weird.
He said every time I leave a meeting with Doma, I go take a shower. Yo. I just feel real sticky afterwards.
Said Doma gives me the ick.
Yeah. He gave me the ick. Shout out to Lake Banks, Philly native. Yes, sir. But Akaza definitely was like his favorite. Yeah. And again, like it wasn't clear, but it seems like Akaza might have been the first upper rank. Like again, like the verbiage was a bit confusing when he showed up and was like, oh, I'm building a team of 12 strong demons. It wasn't clear like if he like it's not clear if the ranks were like recruited in order. Like he got 1 first, 2 second, 3, and then so on and so forth. But I don't know. I kind of think it wasn't in order because like Akaza was like actively coming for the number 1 spot. Like scheme, plot. I'm coming for the number 1 spot. Luda. But yeah. Again, like it's hard to put into words what that fight was like just like the even I feel like it like I'm gonna just manifest that we'll probably go see this movie again. Like I feel like there was a lot of shit that like, you know, was probably like, oh, eagle-eyed watchers type thing. One thing I did notice.
You're gonna appreciate this.
Yes,
I figured out who Akaza is to the demons in the upper ranks.
Okay.
Benjamin Franklin Rodriguez from Sandlot.
Hey, 1000%. Benny the Jet, baby.
Benny the Jet, man. They needed the missing piece.
Hell yeah.
The star piece. You know what I'm saying?
That's literally because he was the runner, bro. Like, you know, he got sent to kill Rengoku. Like my man popped up. Yo, his his introduction in the movie, like when he started like just like falling through the floors, and you just heard like the doom, 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 doom. And Goya was just like, "Yo,"
and then even his intro from the shadows, you're like, "Oh, here he is."
Yeah,
Here he
like
is.
when Tanjiro like realizes who it is, and he goes like, Akaza! Like, he was tight, yo. Like, dog, so good, yo.
And we were waiting for that rematch.
Yo,
We've been waiting for that rematch.
1000%. I was about to say, that would have been funny if Tanjiro was just like, "Oh, fuck my sword, that nigga." Like,
give me my shit back.
That shit I threw at you. Remember that you ran off into the woods? What you got on my 40, homie?
Let me get that back,
yo. But how many times did you like feel like it was about to end, and then you got like another 45 minutes? Like that shit.
Well,
there were so many moments, especially like in the Akaza fight, where I was just like, "Oh, like this is about to be a fire cliffhanger." I'm like, "Oh, this is it," and then it just kept going. And I was like, "Fuck it, we ball, yo!"
Well,
like
that fight was one of the many moments where I'm like, y'all clapping too early. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, damn. Do we?
I'm like, we dealing with Akaza, right?
All right,
like,
so,
you know who it is. Come on,
right? You know it is. All right, I gotta bring this part up.
You know who I am.
This is probably all right. If anyone who's here before here, of all the spoilers that I've said, this is probably the most spoilery of spoilers. But I feel like it was such a peak moment, a word that we don't try to use here too often. When they cut off Akaza's head. And he just caught it, like, and put it back on. Like,
oh, and he was
yo, dog, because it's like just like when, because his head got cut off and it was like suspended in air for a second, and his hands just came up so quick. He's like, "Oh shit!" like,
I need that.
Like, but it's like, yo, like, it's so rare in a show, especially in an anime. If you've seen them, you've seen them. Like where like they show you some new shit. Like that moment for me, I felt like the identical sense of like, oh shit, that was so cool. My eyes didn't even know that it could see something that cool. Was when Goku Tony Hawk Pro Skater the Kamehameha wave into Khalifa's face. Like, because like that type of like.
I didn't realize you were actually talking about Super, and I was like, when did that happen in Demon Slayer? I thought you were just like making an analogy. And
no. Like Akaza, like that moment, because it's like in Demon Slayer, we've been conditioned that if you get the head cut off, it's a wrap. Like outside of the brother and sister from the what was that when the sound Hashira, that was the entertainment district arc. Like other than that, like the very rare times where a demon's weakness isn't his head, but we're so used to them when that head gets cut off, it's a wrap. So like to be in that sense of security, like Trav said, when premature claps started coming in, and then Akaza like stops the beheading by catching his head and trying to just like manufacture it back on again. Like we've seen, how many Kamehamehas have we seen in Dragon Ball? Like thousands. So then to see that nose grind skateboards, like, oh shit.
Well, especially at that part, he even disintegrate. Yeah, it's like, come on, y'all. Let's have some patience.
Yeah, but yeah, again, like I'm always so appreciative when animators, because this is all hand drawn, when somebody thinks of like, what's something that we've never drawn before? Or like, what's something that if we show these people, they'll be like, oh shit, didn't think that could happen. And that for me was that moment, was like, oh shit, I didn't think you could do that. Well, yeah, Akaza the bull.
Yeah,
bring back my boy Akaza. Like hashtag bring back
in some capacity.
Hashtag bring back Kazi.
Yeah, the boy Kazi-Kami.
Kazi-Kami. Name of this episode. Like, there it is. At the buzzer. Trav for 3 Ding. From downtown.
Hey, look. Hey, they said Adam Silver said any heaves
the
at
team.
The end of, don't count against me. No
how
more.
the fuck does that work? The team has a shooting percentage now. Like,
bro. I mean, it's just the fact that.
Oh, I guess when you look at like the total field goal percentage
overall, but I mean, like, look,
yeah, it's still weird. But
a player at most is gonna take one of those, if any, per game.
Yeah.
The fact that so many guys were so concerned about their overall percentages that they just never did it, and the league had to make a rule. Man, the ego is a deadly thing, my brother.
Dog,
And those are my wise words.
Let's fucking go, yo. Without even having to be prepped to give them, they've been giving people. So to all of our damn, what do we call? We call them so many different things. The lifers, the new listeners, and the fellow travelers. Matter of fact, before I even close this out, go see this fucking movie. Moral of the story.
Oh hell yeah!
Go see this
we need
movie.
To run this up
in the theater. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I'm giving it an 11 out of 10. I loved everything about it. Again, Akaza's backstory did feel like it was a bit long. Like I feel like there was a bit of some extra season there. Like I didn't need to see the 6 days that he took care of his future wife. Like 2 days could have established the friendship for me. But yes, please go see this movie, support it, run it up, buy the collector's bucket, like do all the things. Yeah,
I gotta that bucket's in my car.
Yeah, hell yeah, like do all the things. But Trav gave us the wise words of wisdom from our good brother Troto Trav. But again, to the lifers, the new listeners, the fellow travelers, we have reached our final destination as we arrive aboard the Nama station. But you know that the journey never really ends, and we know that we can't change this world without you. So lend us your vibes by way of likes, listens, reviews, and subscribes. And the easiest way that you can do that, and how you can also support our sister Star Wars podcast, Annie, Are You Okay? A Star Wars podcast featuring yours truly and super producer Mikey, is by clicking the all-powerful link tree of might in the episode description below. And like the North, always remember, whether you watch it or you read it, we all still need it. Whether you watch it in the movie theater or have read it online, we all still need it. So open up your nerd eye, point it to the sky, and we will see you next time aboard the brothership. See you soon, Space Cow people. Dodon Ray.